Well, howdy diddly dandy there, chums. 'Tis I, Captain of the Steves, and today, chums, I want to talk to you a little bit about this emoji for No Man's Sky, and kind of keep it fixed on No Man's Sky because there's so much going on with the Nintendo Switch 2 release and also the whole Summer Games Fest. I figured, well, what if this emoji dropped and none of that was going on? Where would my speculation go? So I put together a little bit of a poll based on my ideas of what I think this emoji means just for No Man's Sky. So this is where my train of thought took me, to be fair. Okay, in Summer Games Fest, if it wasn't happening and if there wasn't the whole Switch thing going on, this is what I think. Bacon equals beacons. Yeah. Better waypoints, wonders and discoveries. I mean, that's not a massive jump of speculation, bacon and beacons. It was the first thing that I thought of, and even when I was talking to Ricey, as soon as the emoji dropped, Ricey hit me up and said, oh, what do you think of the bacon emoji? And I was like, yeah, it could mean all different things. He said, I think it might mean beacons, and it ties into both, like No Fire and No Man's Sky. And I was like, yeah, that's pretty much my gut feeling as well. And then I saw that Beebles also put up a post and loads of other people were replying with beacons. It's not the greatest jump. But at the same time, we also know that like No Fire, it says climb the highest mountain, discover the deepest ocean. I'm wondering whether it means that maybe No Man's Sky is going to get a better discoveries and wonders catalogue and way of awarding players for finding these things inside of No Man's Sky in a similar sort of way as it might happen in Like No Fire. Bringing future tech back to the past is what I'm thinking with that. Okay, bacon. Whenever you bring home the bacon, you're bringing home the moolah, the money, you're bringing it back. So maybe money, when it comes to balance, to the trade systems, guilds and bartering, you know, like how we can barter with the bones with the fossil collector. Well, what if they added in that bartering aspect to every single NPC inside of the game? And depending on your faction rating and how high you've climbed with understanding that race, might depend on how much bartering you can do with those NPCs. And bringing home that bacon, bringing home that moolah. Only 9% of people went with that one. I think that one could be quite possible, considering that Shaun of the Murrays put out that whole clock emoji thing and said about AI. It could be something as simple as that. Bacon equals cooking ingester tech, better survival mechanics, and perhaps more in line with, you know, the abandoned mode. Maybe they might add in better survival and food mechanics into abandoned mode. Now, I was watching Jason Plays and his speculation, and he actually said about the cooking ingester, and I was like, you know what? He might be onto something, because not many people are using the ingester tech currently, and those that are, it's kind of broken. It's very OP in places, giving you loads of yield of stuff just from eating a cake and things. It's a little bit crazy what you can pull off with the current ingester tech. And I think they might implement that at a greater depth inside of perhaps survival mode or inside of abandon mode. So there's that. The last one is the one that I think is the most interesting. Bacon, let them cook. I think Sean Murray could be signifying that the bun is ready to come out of the oven. All the things that need finishing with the features and the lore. So when I say the features, I'm on about like the station overrides, the singularity drive, the missing modules for living ships. You know, you can only have the equivalent of photon cannons and phase beams. Where's the rockets? Where's the positron injector? Where's the tech for the living ships? Add in all the stuff, all the features that are missing currently in game. And then to finish off all the lore, like the whole Void Mother arc, that's been baking for ages. It could be the last final part of the Void Mother. I kind of think they're going to hold on to that until October time because it's quite creepy. And I think the Void Mother would fit the autumnal season rather than spring-summer. We're not really in summer yet. We're still on the verge of the end of spring, really. And it's usually the summer to autumn update that we see that's massive. I kind of feel we've still got more cooking to go, but this bacon is making me go, what if it's ready now, Steve? What if it's ready now? I mean, they've already put in the purple systems. They've already built the stage for the Void Mother to step on out. This could be it. This could be it. So there's that. And I also hope they put in the Ariadne storyline as well. You know, that's been cooking for frickin' ages. That's time to sizzle from the pan onto the plate. Yeah. So that could be bringing home the bacon, letting them cook. Now, somebody did say, what if it's overcooked? What if it's overcooked? And it's actually a tie-in to what the publishing title for that other game, Ghost House Studios, that's working on Stage Fright, who made the game previously, Overcooked. I thought that was pretty darn freaking gnarly. I had somebody else hit me up as well to say, well, we've just had a Bones update with relics. What if this is just putting the meat on the bones? And now maybe we can bring these ancient creatures back to life and into No Man's Sky and somehow put them out on planets and release them out there as new species. Quite like that idea as well. There's a lot of good ideas from you guys inside of the Viewerverse. Now, there's 18 comments on here. You might not see some of those comments that I just mentioned inside of here. But it could be that, well, they're on other videos and stuff, because I've done so many bloody videos. They're all over the blinking shop. But you know who you are, the people that made those suggestions. So thank you very much. Yeah. Origins. Yeah, orange equaled origins. Stuff that has nothing to do with the origin of anything in-game. Yeah, that was true, actually, Cherlin. Yeah. I've had a lot of people mention Kevin Bacon. Yeah. Well, we're going to get a cloaking device so we can go like Hollow Man. Oh, hold on. We've already got a cloaking device. It won't be that. Oh, tremors, sandworms. Oh, no, we've already got them. Maybe we'll be getting dance emojis for Footloose. Oh, hold on. We've already got that. I think we've Kevin Bacon the fudge out of this game. Kevin Bacon, of all things. It could be anything. You could be right. It's freaking mental. The amount of hype and speculation that takes place off the back of an emoji is one of my favourite times, because all of you guys in the Viewerverse are full of awesome ideas. I love doing speculation as well. It's like another person said, maybe it's got something to do with police in the universe, because bacon comes from pigs and the slang word for police is pigs over in the UK. And I'm like, yeah, okay, so maybe we're going to get a Sentinel update. And then I realised I've already had a Sentinel update with Sentinel pillars and Sentinel new type. So perhaps not that, you know what I mean? But I like your train of thought nonetheless. You could be onto something. You could be onto something. None of the above. Sizzle is my fault. I don't think the bacon on Light No Fire was a mistake. Neither do I, Santos. Eugene, I honestly do think that it was tweeted out on both No Man's Sky and also Light No Fire, because there's going to be something happening at the actual Summer Games Fest. But I'm trying to ignore the fact that Summer Games Fest is happening. I'm ignoring the fact that the Switch 2 is about to launch, and I'm just basing this speculation video, on No Man's Sky. And I made that quite clear above, Mr. Santos. Yeah, I think you know where I'm sitting on this. I kind of feel that we're going to get it. I think we're going to get a Switch 2 port of everything to date. That's what I think. I think we're going to get a new Light No Fire trailer that shows off the actual game premise of Light No Fire. And I think we're going to get an update to No Man's Sky that gives us a new expedition and a few quality of life things, perhaps an enhancement to AI, hence that clock, and maybe something to do with freighters or some sort of sea vessel, since Sean Murray put out Let Me Barge In Here with that giant boat crashing. I think we're going to get an update. I just don't think it's as big as what a lot of people are hyping at the moment. That's my thoughts. I could be wrong. I think the big thing is going to happen around end of summer, October, the Void Mother, all that sort of stuff. If it does happen early, then I'm going to be super stoked and super amazed. But I think it's got a little bit more time in the oven, that one. I think they're sizzling on something that'll be small in implementation, but really make the whole game delicious. Remember, bacon is a food that makes other food worth eating. Silver Seric, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Something small in implementation, but adds to the whole. Yeah, that sounds about right. I voted. Honestly, have no idea. Well, thank you very much. Cream cheese. Cool. The Tiger. I have almost 2 trillion units that never seem to get spent. Of course, my save is mining and farming industry. No shortage of resources to sell. Yeah, if we could get station ownership and maybe have some sort of hub and guild ownership where we can spend those credits, that could be quite good, couldn't it? We need somewhere to put all these credits and to use them on. Yeah. But Let's see. Let's see. It could be anything, couldn't it? Like I say, anyway, people. Righto. Anyways, I think that's pretty much everything that I've got when it comes to speculating on what the update could bring into the verse, people inside of your verse. Now, this background behind me is the Golden Vector, which came out on the 6th anniversary of No Man's Sky. We're fast approaching the 10th anniversary of No Man's Sky, which, if I'm right in thinking, is around September time. Let me just check my records, people. Captain Steve, oh Captain Steve, oh Captain. Heck yeah, why not hit that like and subscribe? Thank you very much. Okay, chums, my records at Google. It actually says there the 12th of August was the official release date. I know it slipped. I couldn't remember how far it had slipped. But yeah, so it slipped into August of 2016. And where are we now? We're in 2025. So actually this year is its 9th anniversary, isn't it? So the 10th anniversary will be in 2026 then, won't it? Okay, all right, interesting. So it's not the 10th anniversary this year. It will be next. And I think next year is going to be a crescendo for No Man's Sky, like a super big update. Massive polish. Endgamey stuff. I think at the moment they're still sort of building that rocket ship as it's going to the moon, getting ready to land. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I have, I think, people. When it comes to No Man's Sky and the old speculum stations, I do love that animation. I was kind of waiting for that to happen to see what background comes up next. I have got a couple of Light No Fire ones in here. There's 2, and there's probably about 10 No Man's Sky ones. Yeah, I was kind of hoping a Light No Fire one would appear. But anyway, people, I'm waffling now. So that's my speculation of what I think the emoji might mean for No Man's Sky. And you guys sounded off on a poll, and I think beacons is the one that is truly ringing out amongst everybody else out there. The whole Wonders catalogue, the Discovery piece. It's like how you catalogue waypoints at the moment. When you visit little outposts, it puts it as a waypoint, and you can rename it, but there's no way to actually lock back on and go back to that waypoint. So it almost feels redundant in putting down logging a waypoint. It would be nice if we could actually put down our own waypoints. It's like, you know, these new golems that they've added into the game. Well, if you don't put a base on it, you're never going to find it again if you fly away. But it'd be nice if we could put down a beacon and register it as a waypoint that then other people can go to as a point of interest that we can register inside of our Wonders catalogue, and not only that, share it with other players as a wonder tag for them to go to. You know, like how we can now tag planets on the Discoveries page. It'd be nice if we can tag our wonder and fly back to it. Wouldn't it? That'd be good. It would. So, yeah, maybe it's going to be something like that. I mean, after all, how are we going to share positions of planets with people inside of Light No Fire? I think those beacons that we see inside the trailer on the hillside is exactly how we do that. And I'm wondering if they're going to give us some sort of electronic beacon inside of No Man's Sky that lets us do the same thing. That's what I'm thinking. I think it might be as simple as that. But until next time, goodbye, and goodbye again.